What up, what up? It's your girl Pika. I'm over here in Singapore. It is Wednesday night, the 8th of November. My God, November's like running through already, man. It's already been a week. Anyway, the usual as always. I went to work today and worked on accounting today. I'm not an accountant. I have a general gist of the idea. Money goes in, money goes out. But we were working with this program called MYOB today, and Lord, as I started entering stuff, I realized I put it all in the wrong place, and now I need to figure out how to delete entries, which may prove more difficult than I originally thought. Anyway, so I closed up MYOB and started off with the Excel spreadsheet to kind of just document everything first and get the hang of, what goes where, and then when I go into the program, I know exactly how to put everything. So that took all day. Yeah. Once I was done with that, though, I was able to go pick up my baby girl and come back home. Today, I was in crisis mode because I had to cook. There was nothing in the house. I had to cook. So I did poor people food. I did rice, and then I made padapu, which is dal, or lentils, and actually I threw some canned tomatoes in there as well and made it kind of a little bit spicy, almost like a sambar, but not really. I don't like sambar. Anyway, so I made that, and then I had some Johnsonville garlic brats. So I cut those up and made them into a curry too. So real simple, super, super simple. And I was able to get that done, and we ate like kings, and baby girl's off to sleep now. I am just kind of going over the day a little bit, and I had two really, really amazing conversations actually. This morning, as I was on my way into work, I got a chance to talk to my girl, Cheryl, and it's basically because she's one of those people, she's just like me. She's one of those people where as you go along and you collect information from different places, right? So you've seen this movie, you've seen that YouTube video, you've read this book, you've talked to these people, you've gotten these ideas. And when the right people come into your life and they're talking about, what their struggles are, what they're finding difficulty in, and you suddenly know that you have an answer for that, you kind of want to, share and give them the benefit of the doubt, the benefit of your experience basically, and everything that you've come into contact with, so that they can kind of skip a couple steps instead of having to go through it on their own and, do the trial and error of trying something, failing, trying again, failing, and then really figuring out what works best. You kind of give them the benefit of your experience so they can kind of skip a little bit of that and go forward. So she's a lot like me, and we talked about a lot this morning. I was really, really pleased because I love those kinds of conversations. We didn't really have a scheduled appointment per se. More than anything, we were just coordinating times because I live on one side of the earth and she lives on the other. So once we got that sorted out, especially with this daylight savings time, y'all, once we got that sorted out, we were able to sit there and talk. And when she and I talk, I'm telling you, a couple hours go by without even, without even us noticing. So we just, I don't know, we have a lot to talk about. And it's not even gossip, it's actually productive stuff. So we got a couple more ideas. I'm hoping I gave her some value too. And we're looking at basically the next steps that would be most productive in my business and the next couple steps that would be most productive in her business. So she's just like me. She's just starting out. But what I see for her when I talk to her, the vibe I get from her is she is amazing when it comes to putting people in touch with content that will help them move forward. She's a huge Gary Vaynerchuk fan, just like I am, so we really do vibe on that. But then she's able to, talk to me about people like Roberto Blake and there's another gentleman, I can't remember his name. But then we got to talking about Cece, who is a six-figure chick, and she's amazing at the way she teaches. And I actually am a big fan of byregina.com as well, so she's on my list. So we were just kind of exchanging notes, life lessons, things we see as coming down the pike as being very, very important. So obviously Gary's been really great at pointing out that audio is big, which is the only reason I'm doing the podcast. Okay, it's not the only reason. I'm not that comfortable on screen, you guys. I mean, I think I'm better in person when you talk to me in person, but I feel really fake when I'm taping myself and getting ready for a show, or even Periscope is weird. I don't know. But I do it anyway because it's one of those things where I'm terrified, so I probably should get over it, But let me talk to you a little bit more about trial and error. So this is where the second conversation comes in. I was talking to my boy in Sri Lanka, right? And he was talking to me because, like I said yesterday, my Periscope, sorry, my podcast was super short yesterday. It was about 6 minutes long because I was hella nervous. Now, I know I've told you before, Crown for Success is coming up with their own TV show, and I was offered a guest segment, which is big news to me because, I mean, who am I? I'm nobody, right? So for Wendy to be able to offer me the platform to be able to do some of these things is like super amazing, and I was blown away. But here's the thing. She offered it to a bunch of us, and all of us are stalling because we don't know what the format is like, and we don't know what we're supposed to be doing. And this is supposed to be like eventually it could be something as, a major production, and what do I know about that? So it took a little doing, but I decided, you know what? I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. If I wait until everything is perfect, this will never happen. So let me be the first. Let me go guinea pig up and just get her done, basically. So once I got home yesterday, I actually like puttered around the house trying to figure out how the hell I was going to hang the material I bought for the background, how I was going to hang it, and then where in the world, where in my house I was going to hang it, and where I was going to sit, and what kind of lighting, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm doing all this stuff, but I mean, what do I know? I don't know anything. So I did the best I could. Because of time differences, because of other people's schedules, I had my group of 3 people that I reached out to see if they would give me some feedback. So here's what I did. I took a bunch of pictures and I sent them out and I said, okay, is it 1 or 2? I sound like an optometrist. I'm serious. Is it 1 or 2? So the first set of pictures was basically me in front of this green sequin background with the light in front of me. And then the second picture was with the light in front of me plus another light that was behind the screen itself. Now, I was really nervous about the fact that maybe the screen would become transparent with the light behind it. I didn't know if it would make it better. I didn't know. So, yeah, that was the process, the trial and error process. I sent it by WhatsApp. They were like, oh yeah, we like this one and we like that one. And then I tried it out. I tried it out on WhatsApp video. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Because suddenly I realized the tripod was so close to me that I didn't have to get up and turn it off and then go back and sit down. I could actually reach out with my arm. It was so close that you wouldn't be able to see that my arm had moved. So when I sat there and I was taping and I was basically on WhatsApp video with the phone on the tripod. And my cousin was like, the phone's shadow is falling across your chest, right? And I was like, yeah, okay, how do I fix this now? So we jerry-rigged another lamp, kind of stuck it in my face a little bit to kind of get rid of the shadow. And I don't know, seriously, what do I know? And I'm not over here trying to be perfect or nothing. I just want to get it done the first time. Because once I get those jitters out, once I kind of try it the first time, then I know what I have to work with. When I look at the replay, when I send it out to people, when I get feedback from people, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. I want people to tell me what I did wrong and how I could improve and give me some more ideas, and then I'll go from there, because I'm not about to go out and buy a bunch of stuff thinking, oh yeah, I need this and I need that and I've seen this and they need that and they use this. That's not me. I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to try. And once I try and fail, then I know what to do next. So this conversation I had, right? I am in awe of this man. He is amazing. He has several music videos done. He is a graphic design genius. He's just amazing. So when I was talking to him, he was like, well, why did you shoot it in portrait? Why didn't you shoot it landscape? And I was thinking, well, we tried that, and the background material wasn't wide enough. I mean, I could have flipped the damn thing, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was so nervous, I just wanted to get it done. So I was like, all right, cool. I will think about that for the next time. And he was like, you know what? You didn't have enough light. And I was like, yeah, I figured, but we'll work on that for the next time too. And he was like, you know what? That green is disgusting. And I was like, yeah, I know. But I had to do something. I tried something. So we'll think about colors too. So the good news is I did it. Okay? The not so great news is it probably sucks. But that's okay. Because from what I understand, it doesn't matter how bad you sound. It doesn't matter how ugly you look. It doesn't matter if the lighting is bad. If the content is good, you're golden. So, here's hoping that the content was golden, all right? Anyway, I I was super grateful for the feedback from him, and he felt really stupid because he was telling me, man, I should have told you ahead of time. We should have like done a run through. And I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal, because honestly, I was nervous enough to ask you for help, knowing like all the experience you have. And then if I had like tried to do a dry run with you, I probably would have flaked out and never done it at all. So I'm just glad I kind of just like jumped in with both feet into the deep end and stuff. And here we go. I mean, you start. I sent it off to Wendy. Wendy seems pleased. She told me she'd edit it a little bit, because I'm used to live, right? I'm used to being informal on the podcast. And here I was talking about, hey, you guys. So she was like, yeah, it needs to be a little bit more polished. We'll cut that part of it out of there. But, you stuck the intro. It was pretty good. You got in a meditation manifestation little segment in there, and that seemed pretty good. So, I mean, all in all, it turned out to be pretty good. So, God only knows what y'all will think when it finally comes out, but for now, I'm okay. I've gotten that, like, it was kind of weighing on me. I was so nervous. So I'm really glad I got it out the way, and now I know what to do, what to work on for the next time. And I don't know. There's nowhere to go but up from here, right? But here's the message for today, you guys. All right? I want to make sure that whatever it is you're dreaming about, whatever it is you want to go do, just do it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for, the perfect situation, the perfect layout, the right furniture pieces. I don't know. The furniture I was sitting on, I swear I sat there for 2 hours. I pretty much took like 27 different takes of the intro and the video and everything, and I was just sick and tired of sitting there. I know a couple times I was sitting there, the tripod was so close, I like went to adjust my leg and hit the tripod, and then the camera jiggled, and I was like, shit, I gotta start over. So, the fact is, have fun, be gentle with yourself, learn to laugh at yourself first, so that it doesn't turn you off when you you make mistakes and stuff. I mean, I made plenty of mistakes. I can't tell you how many times I started off cursing on there. I wasn't looking in the right place. I could tell that my eyes were reading off the little cue card, because I hadn't memorized the intro, right? I mean, it's the first time I've ever done it. So yeah, I'm super grateful no one was in the house with me, because I'm pretty sure I would have gotten so embarrassed and unlocked myself in the bathroom or something, because I don't do things in front of people very well. If it's impromptu, yeah, of course. But if it's something where I need to be rehearsed and polished and look all nice and everything, yeah, that's not me. So I'm super grateful there was no one in the house. I'm super grateful that I got to try and fail and try and fail. I'm telling you, it was 27 takes. So I'm grateful. I tried. I did it. I want you to do the same, though. Don't wait for the perfect moment. They don't exist. Something will happen. I mean, there were so many times where I started off and I got through the intro, and then I started talking and I was like, wait, what the hell am I talking about? And I had to start over again. So you never know. Something will always happen. It's meant to. It's kind of to test your resolve, to test and see if you really want to go through with this or not. I can't tell you how many times I've decided I want something, and right when I decide is when everything will come out the damn woodwork and test whether or not you sure you want this? Are you sure? Because, I mean, there are other options, there are easier ways, or things that you could do to avoid this whole situation, and it always happens like that. So you might as well bite the bullet, grin and bear it, and just get through whatever it is you need to get through. Now, obviously, there are some situations where you need to have certain skills in place. You can't just go in the kitchen and try and slice and dice some onions as fast as possible and not get your fingers cut off if you don't know what you're doing. Stuff like that you do need skills for, but for the most part, just try. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the kitchen following a recipe, and halfway through the recipe realized I don't have the damn ingredient, had to stop everything, get in the car, go to Food Line, pick up the damn whatever it was, or send someone to go get it, and then I'm waiting for everything's at a standstill for a little bit. It happens. Give yourself a break. Learn to laugh at yourself. Just keep trying. That's all I want you to do. Just keep trying. I think Aaliyah said it best. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. There's nothing saying that you're not supposed to fail. Actually, the fastest way to success is to increase your failure rate. You need to prepare yourself to fail your way all the way to success. That's what I'm doing, I think. Okay, there aren't that many failures, I'm not going to lie. But there are a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of detours. There are a lot of, yeah, maybe that's not so important. I don't need it right now. So you will continually adjust your sails. You will continually rechart your course. But the destination should stay the same. Don't ever change the destination. Change how you get there maybe, but don't ever change your destination. Yeah? Because a ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships were made for. You gotta rock that boat. You gotta get out there on the open water. You gotta really test her. Push her to the max, see what she can do. Because you never know how far you can go unless you push yourself. No one's gonna push you for you. They don't want to see you past them. Are you kidding? So you got to do it for you. And I mean, luck. If you'll be hell of lucky if you find people along the way that want to be your champions, that want to be your cheerleaders, that really genuinely see the light that you feel that you have inside of you and want to push you towards it. Now, Cheryl does that for me. Rishandan does that for me. Who else? Vanessa out in Canada. By the way, you guys, Vanessa's new company just launched, Mintworthy. I'm so excited. So she's a financial coach. So you know what? You need to reset all your money stuff and really understand what's going on in your finances. You need to go look that girl up because she knows what she's talking about. She got me sorted for real. So who did I mention? I said Cheryl. I said Rishandan. I said Vanessa. Kamisha, which you're gonna see me talk to her in a little bit. Actually, she's got a new program out called Dare to Be You, and she is a confidence architect. So she's really good at making sure that you know exactly what you're made of and you're proud of what you are. So get ready because I'll be live with her in in about an hour or so on Facebook. Who else? Wendy's been a pretty good champion for me. She's been encouraging me. She knows if she puts something out or puts an opportunity out there, I'll be the first one to sign up and I'll try and, do it somehow. And together we'll talk about the kinks or whatever along the way and we'll work it out. So that's been really great as well. Who else, man? My cousin out in Melbourne, Shaniza, she is hilarious. We usually have singing battles on WhatsApp audio. So, she pushes me. She really does push me, and she makes sure that I understand that, I'm not like everybody else, and that's something she appreciates about me. I appreciate about that about her as well. We're kind of weird together, but it works, okay? Don't question us. My brother, obviously, my mom, and I think that pretty much sums it up, you guys. My aunt, oh my God, my aunt, Rajamami, the original Rasathi, you guys. She's the one who gave me my nickname, so I'm actually super, super proud of her. Phenomenal woman, Montessori trained teacher who taught Vidyaliyam style in a small town in the middle of Virginia. So she is heart of gold, super, super sweet lady who really goes out of her way to open up her house to anybody who is in need. I mean, it could be anybody in the neighborhood, anybody in the community, and she's ready to put you up, feed you, listen to your problems, whatever it is. She's really, really an angel. So if I can be half the woman that she is, I'm telling you, I'll be going places. So these are my champions. These are my cheerleaders. I'm super proud of the team that I have. I'm super proud of the circle that I have. And, I couldn't ask for more right now. These people believe in me to such a degree that if anything changes, they can tell right away if I'm talking kind of different, you know what I mean? So they can they tend to try and pick me up or, help me find my way again. And those are the kinds of people you need. When you're trying as hard as you can to get to where you need to be and you fail a lot, there's being dejected and desperate and upset about where you are in life and just disgusted with what's going on. That's natural, you guys. I'm not saying it's not, but how do you get back to where you were? You need people who know you when you're at your, at your highest level, when you're really doing good. These people know what that looks like. And when you're less than that, they know how to bring it back. They know how to remind you, hey, you're not, where you usually are, what's going on, what do you need to talk about, how do we help you? And then they're like, all right, enough wallowing, you need to get back to where you were and get your shit together. Those are the types of people you need. All right? So, trial and error is not a bad thing. Okay? You just need to get over that mental block that you have inside of you, talking about, I can't afford to fail. Yes, you can afford to fail. You can afford to fail. Now, you can't afford to gamble on tons of money and fail, but you are allowed to fail. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. That's how we learn our best lessons. I mean, honestly, with this whole taping situation, I know exactly what not to do the next time. And I will remember it for the rest of my life. It'll be one of those funny ass stories I tell when I'm a grandmother somewhere. Okay? So sometimes people telling you what to avoid is not enough. Sometimes you really do need to get in the mud and just trip over and fall on your face and get back up, and then you remember it forever. So there's nothing wrong with failing. The only mistake you would ever make is if you fall and then decide never to get up again. That would be the only mistake. Get back up, dust yourself off, take a break if you need to. But they always say, once you've been bucked off a horse, the best thing for you to do is to get back on as fast as possible, or you run the risk of never riding again. All right? So, don't be afraid. Stop caring what people will think. Just get it done. Just do it. Because you have the option to course correct along the way. You have the option to revamp it. I mean, if you weren't able to correct mistakes or upgrade or, make new versions, I'm pretty sure Windows wouldn't be where it is. Not that I like Windows, what is it, 10, 11? I don't even know. I don't like the new Windows. I like the old Windows, but that's just me. Obviously, you wouldn't have the iPhone X if they didn't course correct and upgrade and make it better or whatever it is. So obviously, you're allowed to make mistakes. Obviously, you're allowed to adjust from where you were to where you want to be. It's just the effort that you need to put in, that's all. And how you see all of these changes that you'll be making. It's all in your head. You got this. You can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. I don't know how I'm doing it, by the way, but I'm doing it. So I know you can do it, okay? Well, I better get off of here and get ready for this live interview. But thank you all for joining me. Hopefully you will like and share this podcast. And if you have any questions or want to get in touch with me, please, please, please send me comments, direct message me, and I would be glad to get in touch with you and talk to you more. All right? Well, until tomorrow, take care. Bye.